Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Lake Hopper. We are on Ohop Lake today. I don't normally fish this lake that much, but I figure I'd come out and give it a shot. I don't fish it often, so not really sure how to begin. Hopefully we can get a couple on the hook for you guys to see and enjoy. This lake right here is approximately 15 minutes or 20 minutes from Hearts Lake, so it's not too bad. It does contain crappie, yellow perch, trout, of course, bass. And you know what we're going for today. Can you guys guess? Yes, we are going for some crappie. I want to see if the size of crappie are getting bigger at this lake or not. The last time I was here, I managed to catch a whole bucket load of those crappie, but they are on a smaller baby size, 4 to 8 inches. That's not what I'm after. When I come out fishing, as you guys can already tell from all my videos, I do keep fish to take home. I don't just come out here to fish just for fun. Now, when it comes to bass fishing, yes, I fished bass just for the heck of it, for the fun of it, just for the fight. Not just that, you know, being a tournament angler, when I was in Arkansas, I was joining tournaments and whatnot, so I understand completely about, you know, bass fishermen, bass anglers out there. They do not want you to take any bass out from a lake that's over 2.5 pounds. And not just that, I tried, you know, take some home before, and I ate bass, and they're not too bad, but I don't know, just not my thing, so I don't take them home. Once in a while, I do. Yeah, we're out here now, doing my thing and just cruising along the side of the edge of the shoreline here and see if I can see anything on my graph. Not gonna drop any lines until I see something that's promising. I am glad that the weather's pretty nice out here today. It was windy where I was at the house, and I thought that it would be windy here as well. I was shocked to see that it's actually nice and calm. As y'all can see, there's hardly any kind of disturbance on top of the water, more like glass flat, pretty much. But the temperature, I believe it's gonna be around 55 to 57 degrees, and that's why I am bundled up a little bit. I got my jacket on. I am nice and comfortable. And that's what you want to do when you come out fishing. You want to be comfortable. That way you can focus more on your fishing techniques and or the fish species that you're trying to catch. I don't know about y'all, but when I come out here and if I'm not comfortable when it comes to, like, you know, gear and whatnot, clothing and stuff, I just can't fish right. I just feel like I'm off. You know, I just can't really put all my concentration into what I'm doing. I don't know, it's just a distraction, I guess. Anyways, enough talking. Let me cruise around, look for some fish, and when I find some, I'll show it to you guys. In the meantime, hang tight and stay tuned. Okay guys, I'm in 17 feet of water and I just saw some fish down there on my graph, so I just want to see what they are. I had a bite right there, but I missed them. I want to see what they are. Dang, I can't believe I missed that guy. Felt like a pretty good fish. There we go. Oh, it came off again. The crabs, eh? These could be crappie, or they... Here we go. Here we go. We got one. Let's see what it is. It's yellow perch. They're just little perch. And that's what I do when I come to a body of water that I'm not familiar with. I just pretty much fish anything that I see and hope that it's the species that I'm targeting, which would be crappie. As we know from previous experience, crappie do tend to hang around with yellow perch. Sometimes they're grouped up together, they swim around together, so we're gonna fish it some more and let's see if we could get another fish on. We might get lucky and find a school of crappie that's hanging out with the yellow perch. If you look at my graph there, you see there's fish down there. They're right on the bottom. That's crazy. I am drifting off to around 15 feet of water now. I still see fish, so we're still gonna keep on targeting these fish. All right, we're gonna work our way. Let's work our way to the 17-foot marker. I feel the crappie might be in the deeper water, being that the temperature is 58 degrees, which is prime. They could be in a shallower water, but I just want to see. Today we're coming out here in Ohop Lake, just pretty much exploring, try to figure it out and try to find out where the crappie will hang out at the most. All right, we're creeping down to 16 feet, and if you guys can see on my graph there, I'm seeing a lot of fish down there now. So let's get one or two of them to bite. They're a little bit on the smaller side fish. They're not that big, so they might be a school of little yellow perch that we caught earlier, but you won't know until you try. You see that there, a school of maybe 4 or 5. Those looks to be crappie in 12 foot of water. Here we go, we got one. I think, yep, that's crappie. I was right. Those are crappie. But he's still on the smaller side of things, probably around 7-8 inch or so. At least we're figuring something out. Now we have some type of idea of what we see on our graph. Cast back out there, let it drop down to around 10 to 12 foot, which is 3 count, 4 count. Then we're gonna start slow reeling. I am very surprised at lakes here in Washington. What I mean is, you know, they have covers, they have trees and lay down trees, timber all over the lake. And for some particular reason, they do not hang out in those covers. Any other lakes that I've fished in Arkansas, you can find crappies within the tree, lay down trees and lay down brushes, and here not so much. They're more tied into the dock, and they're more just, oh, I had a strike right there. They're more just roaming around the lake, which makes it a little bit harder to catch. You still can catch them, but you just gotta follow them around, and when you find some, you cast to them hoping that your line is right on top of them and they'll strike it. It's a little bit harder to fish that way, but it's still manageable, as y'all can see. Come on back there, fish. Okay, that one's a one-hitter quitter. They're still little fish. They haven't really grown up, huh? I was hoping they would grow up by now. Just getting a little bit bigger. Not a whole lot. Oh, there's one. Look at that. Another small one. Another small one. Bait size crappie. Not what we're after. There's one. Again, same size crappie. I was hoping they would grow up. It doesn't look like it. Surprising, they're only 4 foot down from the surface. That's surprising.
There's one. I didn't feel him bite. We didn't feel him bit. Man, they're all the same size. I need them to be a little bit bigger than that. So they're spread out like crazy over here in this lake. They do not school up. I mean, I'm happy that we found crappie, but I need a bigger size crappie than that, y'all. So we're still catching these same little crappie. We can't seem to find the big one yet. Don't know where they're at. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. We're supposed to be catching some big ones. Not 8-inchers. Heck, we can't even catch a 9-incher right now. Is this lake full of just small crappie? What's going on here? And they are so spread out, y'all. They are spread out throughout this section of the lake. Can't believe it.